YouTube, what's happening? It is Saturday night, April 26th. We're going to talk about NBA for tomorrow. We have 4 games on the slate that you can see before you. We see all these games. We're going to break them down, look at the stats, look at the props, and see if we can find any value for these games overall. A little recap. The games are still going on. Still have Golden State Houston happening. Cleveland, Miami missed by 2 because Miami just could score. They had, what, 80 something points. Bane hit barely thanks to that 1 second foul. That was great. We take that. Clippers stormed back, and then you saw how the ending went there. But I still like them in the series. And then we're still waiting on Curry. So other than that, if you want the plays typed out for every sport I do or access to the spreadsheets, all you got to do is go check out the HQ. Simple as that, easy peasy. So enough of that. We have 4 games. We're going to break them down. Let's jump to that first game right now. All right, so game 1 is going to be New York and Detroit. This game is at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on Sunday. We can currently see, we scroll down, we have Detroit 125 favorite, 2-point favorites overall, 217 even is our current total out there. Let's look over at the actual schedules because we need to see if there's any injury updates yet, so we can just kind of peek at it. So nothing really happening, just Mitchell Robinson. What happened to him again? Questionable for Sunday with an illness. That ain't good. Again, Detroit is, everybody's good, but Stewart is still questionable with, what was it? He had a knee injury. Okay, cool. So, okay, that doesn't. Why are you updating this? Like that's a next season, dude. Okay, spreadsheet. Look at the numbers. We can see everything we have here, how they have been doing. You see overall currently in this actual overall series. New York is leading the series 2-1. So this is game 4 in the series in Detroit. So you can see how they're doing. What is really standing out is Detroit 3-point shooting versus New York's 3-point defense. We want to take advantage of that. Detroit 3-point shooters should have some value out there. Other than that, overs, unders, New York's 3 points is just terrible. Detroit's better. Detroit's 2-point is terrible. New York's better. So those two all cancel out. Defense versus offense, maybe offense. 217. We're looking at currently if we take these two combined, we're looking at 221 in the playoffs is how they're scoring. That's not much of a cushion overall. New York's not rebounding too well. Yeah. Fast break. They're both fast breaks, though. Huh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm leaning Detroit 3-pointers. So let's go ahead and pop over here to ye old props, shall we? This is Outlier. A link in the pinned comment. Click his sign, get you a week for free. Absolutely worth it. Miles McBride hit a 3. How often are you hitting 3s, good sir? But that's New York. We want, yeah, I don't want you. We want Detroit's players to hit a 3s. Who's going to do that for us? It's going to be Timmy. It's going to be Timmy. Yes, Timmy. Ooh. We need to see what else we got. Jalen there. That ain't gonna be darn. I don't think Thompson really shoots so many 3s, but we'll take a look anyways. And then we need to look at Cade. Where the hell are you at? There you are. I was like, where's Cade at? Where'd he go? Cade for 3. What you up to, buddy? Not bad. He's averaging 1.8. It could be worse. Let's look at his attempts. 5, 6 attempts ain't enough. I need somebody with more volume. Somebody. How are you shooting 3s? You don't shoot that many, right? Yeah, you don't shoot that. Damn, you don't shoot none. I knew you didn't. I had to check, though. I had to check. And then Tim Hardaway he's the one shooting all these damn 3s, isn't he? Yeah, he made 7 last game. So how many 3s is he actually shooting? 12, 6, 8, 4. He's all over the damn place. Who's shooting the 3s for the team? They're 38%. They're 5th. Somebody's shooting all these 3s. Who else? Anybody else I'm missing here? Schroeder? Is Schroeder just balling out from 3 and we're just not paying attention? I already got Cade. Tobias Harris ain't really doing much. Beasley. It's Beasley. Damn, I forgot about Beasley. Oh, is it? 7, 7, 6, 1, 2. Ooh. But 3-point attempts, this is what I was talking about. 10, 8, 12, 11, 14. 14, 12. See, all he does is shoot 3s. And what's his number? 2, 3.5? Bro, come on. That is robbery. That's expensive. He's averaging it, though. 3.6. What was Schroeder doing? Schroeder. All right, Dennis. I see you, Dennis. All right. You've been all right. Man, Cade to hit 2 3s though. Timmy to hit 2 3s as well. I feel better with Timmy because I feel like he's gonna shoot more. I don't know why. He's averaging 3 on a 1.5. He's doubling up the number. The odds are, those are priced. That is juicy. I almost rather just, man, I'm taking the 3 though. We're gonna take advantage of this Knicks 3-point defense not being that good. 2 for plus 110. How crazy would that be? I don't know. 4 threes from you, though. That is so many threes. Anything else really stands out here that we need to think about here? What can the Knicks take advantage? Anything scoring wise against Detroit on the inside? Is Cat like what's the actual game 4 in Detroit? Is Detroit -2, Knicks +2? Man, there's so many options. There's so many ways we could go here. I want to go over. I don't want to take New York or Detroit, not a side. I don't want to touch that. I would touch the over, or I would touch a 3-pointer from Detroit. That would be the ones I would go with. But I think for this one, I'm gonna go with. I feel like Cade's going to be the one shooting. He's going to take all the shots. He has the ball in his hand the most. We know this. Give me Cade to hit 2 threes. We're just going to go for Cade, 2 threes. Simple. If you don't like that, over as well. Third choice would be Timmy. But he hit 7 last game. But before that, he hit 0. So that's why this dude just cost me money already this year. Like sometimes he's amazing. Sometimes he does nothing. So I want somebody who is consistently going to at least put in the effort. Cade is consistent enough. Cade 2 threes next. All right, game 2 is going to be Lakers and Timberwolves. Currently, Minnesota leads the series 2-1, and it's game 4 in Minnesota. Man, if they win this, it's going to be 3-1. Going to be difficult, but still, we currently have Minnesota 3.5 with a 209 total. Let's look over at our actual depth charts and take a look at everybody. That's the Knicks. We're done with them. Pistons, we're done with them. Lakers, there we go. Depth. Any injuries? Nope, nothing there. And then we see Minnesota shouldn't have any either, right? Yeah, no injuries either. So good stuff. The main thing we took last time, we took Ant to hit threes because the Lakers, you see their defense is not good. They're just not good right now. If anything, I could say Minnesota -3.5 right now based on these numbers. The way they're playing, yeah, I would take Minnesota on a spread. Before, if you made me pick, I'm picking Minnesota. But look at these numbers. They can't score inside, clearly. There's only 20 teams. They're not fast. Their offense, defense are bad. This is Minnesota. It's at home too. What are we missing here? Man, can you see the news right now? Just Minnesota going up 3-1. All of a sudden, it's like, oh no, what happens? Well, LeBron's done it before. He can do it again, right? Man, come on. So let's go look at props. Show them up. So I took Ant to hit threes last time. I'm not doing it again. No, I'm like, if you make me pick a prop, I'm probably taking that. But I'm liking that Minnesota 3.5 at home. I'm sorry. LA is playing too poorly right now. I just can't trust. No. Like Luka's sick too. On top of it, don't forget that Luka's sick. He's like ill, but he's not questionable at all. They're like, nah, he's not even getting a destination. He's gonna play. So, and to hit threes, 3.5 again. No, we're just gonna stick with it. Yeah, we're gonna go with our sheets. We're gonna follow the numbers, and we see LA is doing nothing good. Good is green is top 5 right now. Everything else is yellow. Minnesota is average. LA is bad on a lot of categories. Out of 20, you shouldn't have this much red. So, and they're the same record here in this overall the whole season. That's funny. 8-2, 5-5 in the last 10 games. You see the streaks. Yeah, we're taking Minnesota at home to go ahead and take that 3-1 series lead. 3.5 next. All right, game 3 is Boston and Orlando. We can see it is Boston 6.5 on the road currently, 197.5. Okay, whatever. Let's look at the depth chart, see if anybody's missing because of injuries. But you can't trust Boston because it looked like, oh, Jason Tatum's not going to play. He's doubtful. And then he was questionable. And then the dude played, and then he whooped ass while he played too. They still lost, but hey, they still, yeah, he ruined my Derek White prop all day because didn't expect him to play. Hell, I thought he wasn't going to play or him. And I thought Derek White was going to have a great day. No. Tatum balled out of his mind. Injuries. Let's see. You were out, so no Drew Holiday. So it's going to be White and Pritchard in the backcourt for sure with Tatum and yeah. Okay, so Pritchard's going to start, I assume. I could be wrong, but you never know. Let's look at Orlando. Your depth is looking like yeah, everybody's good. Everybody's chill. Good stuff. Numbers 7-3 for both teams. We did see for the first time all series that Orlando is starting to kind of muscle Boston a little bit. You see that, right? Did you see it? They're starting to, being a little more physical and starting to cause issues. Now, it was game 3 in Orlando, and game 3s are weird. We know this. Yeah, so does Orlando tie it up? Does Boston go back with a 3-1? We don't know. It's weird how we got it. So what can we take advantage of? Because there's a lot of colors on here. It looked like a stoplight, like a traffic stop over here. 5 versus 10 is an advantage inside. 13 versus 3. So Orlando's is controlling the inside of the 3-point line, inside the arc. 3-point line. Both defenses are doing well. Both teams can't shoot. We know Orlando can't shoot. No. No, the fact that somebody's worse than Orlando is actually kind of funny. 28% is terrible. Both defenses are great. Offenses are not the best. Anything stand out for real? No, no, no. I wouldn't touch the over under. I'm not touching a side in this one. I need a prop. And what prop can we take? If Boston has Drew out, it's got to be Peyton Pritchard starting with Derek White. So Pritchard points are going to go up. Derek White's points are going to go up. Where's Pritchard at? What's Orlando's defense on threes? Fourth, of course, 33%. Ugh. Ugh. We need. This is game 4. I need. Where you at, Benchero? You were the one that needs to ball out. I think you've been balling out still. I've been kind of ignoring you, sadly. 29, 6 and 1, not the best. 43. Holy shit, that's a lot. I can't justify that. That's a high number. And I don't. You couldn't do this in game 3 at home, yet you guys won. But in Boston, both times you did this, like make that make sense. Make it make sense, because that doesn't. Man, man. Do I run it back with Derek White again? I am. He barely missed it too. He was so close. He almost got it. He had 24. Now his last 24. I got it at 26 and a half because of the questionable thing with Tatum. But now it's like, oof. I don't. Oh man, I don't know what I want to take in this one. I almost still want to take him. Just something's telling me take this dude. There's something. Like you're the face of the team. You need to ball out, and you have balled out the first 2 games. And you kind of took a back seat, and it worked out a little bit. But I don't know if you're gonna keep. I don't know if you can keep doing that, especially with Tatum heating up like that. It might not be the best move for you because Tatum looked damn good. Let's be honest. Who else can we look at? Man, so many potential. Let's look at Tatum. Tatum's numbers usually too inflated to take usually, but yeah, he popped off 36. Yeah, he's always good points and rebounds. Just straight up PR for him. 34 and a half. That feels like a steal. That feels easy. Why does that feel so easy? Head-to-head versus Orlando this year. 31, 36, 31, 36, 31. Okay, dude has a pattern. He's averaging 35 on a 34 and a half. Of course he is. We're not taking Derek White. What is your head-to-head with them this year? Or this period? You're averaging 36.7 on a 43. My God. Tatum feels like he had 36 by himself in points, then he had the rebounds on top of it. He's like, all he needs is 25 points and 9 rebounds, and you cover this, essentially. 26 and 9 covers it. 25 and 10. That seems too easy. I don't know why. Why does it seem too easy to me? I don't know, but that's what I'm taking. I don't know. Something's telling me to take it. I'm taking Tatum over 34.5 PR. Yeah, if he played that well and he was questionable, let's see how he does now without any designation at all. Yeah, Tatum next. All right, Indiana, Milwaukee. Game 4, Pacers are up 2-1 in the series. The home team has won all 3 games so far. I do believe they won. Yeah, Milwaukee won the last one. So we currently see we have Milwaukee 4.5 at home, the 226. We took Bobby Portis yesterday. In this one, we're not doing that no more. We ain't taking no more scrubs. We taking stars, overs, or spreads. We ain't taking nothing. None of these backups. We can't do that. We need this playoffs, baby. We need the people that have the ball in their hands, like Cade and Tatum and Banchero, those dudes. So let's pop over to the spreadsheet. Let's look at the numbers. 8-2, both teams last 10, pretty impressive. Both teams great shooting twos, terrible defense. Immediately, that tells me over. This tells me over. This tells me nothing. Nothing at all. 3 versus 16, that tells me Pacers over all day. That's a push. So I'm seeing Pacers potentially. I'm seeing over, what's the line, 226? We're currently sitting at 223. That's a little concerning, but they're at home though. So this is why I like the home and away. I can do this now. That's 234, 116 and 118. Yeah, we're doing the math now. Here we go. They're playing better. So playoffs though, 223. That's 220. Yeah, it's all 223. It all makes sense. It all adds up. So 226, I would still lean that. Let's go look at props, see if anything stands out here. I don't know what. It ain't going to be Brook Lopez. It ain't going to be Benedict Mathurin. It's not going to be Kevin Porter. It's going to be somebody that makes sense. And see, for sense-wise, we want to take the studs. We're going to take the stars. So we want to take, we got to look at Giannis. We got to look. I'm already leaning over. So we got like, it ain't Kyle Kuzma. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's going to be Hallie. Who else can we take? Oh, man, I hate to lose a bet with Hallie. I think we can start looking at Lillard again. He's been a few games now, so he's a little more back in the flow of things. That's fine. Siakam, that's definitely another one we can look at. Let's take a look at those four. Giannis, was just a straight PRA with this man. He has in the he's averaging 54 on a 53. Last 5 games, he's averaging 53. Head to head, he's averaging 55.4. He does well against Indiana because they can't stop him. If he wanted to, he could literally drop 60 every game against Indiana if he wants to. He just doesn't have that killer instinct. He just doesn't do it. I don't know why. He could. They can't guard him. So let's look at Tyrese Halliburton. Rebounds, assists. I have not played one of these in a while, but dude is back to. Remember when he did this like all the time last season? He's doing it now. Crazy. What's your PRA? See, he ain't getting points. He's going straight rebounds, assists, and I am all here for that. What is your assists looking like? No, just 15.5 rebounds, assists. He might get that in just assists. That's a potential play. I would take that over Giannis. I'm going to say that right now. I would take this over Giannis. What else we got? Dame. Dame has gotten worse as the series has gone on. Like, look at that. Dude had a 15 PRA. How many minutes did you play? I told you he's going to be kind of rough. Yeah, he's playing less minutes. I mean, they didn't need him really. I mean, they won by 16. So, hey, good job. But I'm not touching Dame. Siakam has been doing quite well as well because apparently Brook Lopez ain't guarding him. Ain't no chance. Brook Lopez guard Miles. This has got to be Giannis guarding him. So Giannis don't want to play no defense. All right, Giannis. All right, freak. We see you. All right. You're doing pretty good too. Over 31.5 last 5. You were averaging 32 head to head against Milwaukee. You're averaging 34.8, which is 3 over. 3.3 over. That's actually pretty damn good. Oh man, so many options. All right, so you see their game plan now. It's like how he's going to be distributing to Siakam to score and get rebounds. And then we got the Free doing his thing. I still really, man, he's barely hitting this. So you look at 17, 1.5, 1.5. Is Siakam the way to go? The way he's playing? How is he really? Let's zoom in on this a little bit. Last 5. 35 on a 31, 38, 31, 34. He's averaging 32. But head to head, he's doing even better, averaging 34. I think I'm going to go Siakam. It sounds crazy, but I think we're going for it. But then I want to go the over too. I have no over. I have 2 props, a total. Do I like the over? Do I like Siakam? This is the EV play too, so I can get plus 102 with this. I could rock with that. Something's telling me there's going to be a higher because Dame's going to start scoring. You know he is. So I think that's going to help more. The defense, we already remember the defense. Look at our sheet. Defenses, sus at best. Defenses, not good. Points, not great. But still, pace, both kind of fast. I'm going over. Something's telling me to take the over. It's the highest over of all the games on the board, which is kind of funny. But still, over 226 is going to be a play. We're going to end it right there. Good stuff. So schedule. So that was the schedule for Sunday. Monday, there's only 2 games. I have no clue how this game, what is that game up to right now? I'm kind of curious. I'll worry about it later. So I have 2 games on Monday. I'll be back on Monday to make the game for Monday's games, to make the video for the games. I appreciate being here. Drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. Subscribing helps the channel grow, and I'm trying to grow around here. So check out the HQ if you want the plays typed out or access to the spreadsheet. Do your own research, and I will see you Monday for some more NBA. Peace.